This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Joined in the studio by Lawrence Mooney, who was just imparting some Buddhist wisdom upon us.
You were
Yes.
actually, Lawrence. It's actually lifted the whole room.
Yeah, it has.
Can I impart it
I think
to
so.
Yes,
Maybe
please.
without the accent.
Without the accent, yeah, because it's a bit of cultural appropriation.
Well, it was an Indian guru who
Sure.
was talking about the Buddha saying, if you've been through something traumatic in your life and you're holding on to hatred, the only person it's injuring is you. And the analogy that he used, no accent, is if you reach into a fire and grab a hot coal and hold it into your hand, you can hold on to that, like holding on to your hatred, but the only person it's injuring is you.
But if you get that same hot coal you got in your hand and throw it at the person you hate, then
You
it
feel
becomes
a
a
whole lot
weapon.
better.
Not throw it. You get that person, you drug them in the middle of the night, Dexter style, you tie them down, and you take that hot coal and you stick it where the sun doesn't
You've really
shine.
thought about it, haven't you?
And then that's so much
I
better.
don't think you have,
So yeah,
I don't think you have let go of the hatred, Buddha.
Actually, forget the Buddha. Hold on to your vengeance and your violent fantasies, and that'll get you through the day.
Eventually, you might get the chance.
Oh,
Dexter.
But if you do get the Dexter, you crazy
You are.
psychopath.
We were all rooting for him, weren't
Oh,
we?
I
That was
Well, they were all
absolutely.
baddies.
The
Yeah.
idea of having your nemesis tied to a gurney
Yeah.
and they're looking at you through panicked eyes and you're this
Yeah,
is this
it's
is
happening.
happening. This is going to happen. But before I put you down, I'm going to take your genitals off surgically.
And without
scalpel.
anaesthetic.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's cool. Oh, but it's only because, hold on, Dexter, have you ever heard of innocent to proven guilty? You know, the Westminster system?
No.
Not Dexter.
Yeah, be quiet. Your doodle is my new earring.
Now, Lawrence, you are in town. Of course, you're doing
Fringe World.
your Fringe World show. So what is it? Pigeonhole.
It's called Pigeonhole. It's not in a pigeonhole.
No.
It's
So
called
you're
Pigeonhole.
putting pigeons where?
So once upon a time, a pigeonhole was that little space in the staff room where you'd get your letters.
Yeah.
We
And your
we're
circulars.
going through renovations right now, just
Yes.
around near sales as you walk past the thingo. There's the pigeonholes that used
Yes,
to be used for
they're going.
Casanovas, and they have not been used. How long? They've not been used.
Years.
Pricey years.
Oh,
Yeah.
years.
10 years. Yeah.
So more than that because now it's your email inbox.
We used to just put $20 in there as their weekly pay, and now
Yeah, and you'd get your little slip, don't return. Please leave your security pass behind. But it's also a way of, categorising people. And we pigeonhole ourselves. We jam ourselves into a little definition, often made by paranoia
Sure.
and nebulous thoughts. And it's all about, setting yourself free. So what I do is I go around and pigeonhole the audience, just purely on their appearance.
It's about the
Guy.
psychopaths.
racially stereotyping people.
Absolutely. Guy in the tropical shirt with a comb over, pedophile. No doubt.
So,
Prove me wrong.
look,
I say.
if that is your leaning, don't wear a tropical
Your producer
shirt.
just looked at the clock when I said that word. So no tropical shirts before 8:15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So you label someone, and then what happens?
So let me go back a step.
then he goes
What it is, it's a whole.
Just go and insult people and leave. What a great show!
You've labelled someone. And then what happens? Well, the show ends, Nathan.
And everybody
And I
goes and
go
has a drink.
And take my box office takers.
I run before someone.
I grabbed them out of my pigeonhole.
I return to the Southern Highlands of New South Wales and live the life of Riley.
You left us last year with an issue to
Yes.
do with a dry cleaner.
Yes.
I think you had some.
So give us a quick recap.
Okay, quick recap is I was doing a tour with the comedians, Sampang, Mick Malloy and Marty Sheargold,
Yes.
formerly of this network. And so we were travelling around Australia and it had a bit of a rat pack feel to
Yes,
it. So we
yes.
wore dinner suits. I put my dinner suit into the barrel dry cleaners to get washed and pressed, and somebody burnt the dry cleaners to the ground. Anyway,
That's where we left the story. So
that's where we left
you've
the
got
story.
An update for
and
us.
I had to dance around that story at the time because somebody was charged with burning down the dry cleaners.
Yes.
Yes.
And so the story came out. The guy's name, I would just call him Craig. Craig's been sentenced.
Oh, so he was found guilty and has been
Yeah.
sentenced.
He burnt down his girlfriend's dry cleaners
His
because she dumped him.
girlfriend's?
Okay. So on the fateful night, Craig's loaded up on the juice, driven down to this country town. He got pulled over by the cops on the way down.
Yes, and
Breathoed, .05, taken to the cop shop, booked, then, still with a fire in his belly, walked back to his car after got busted, drove into town, went to a pub, kept drinking, got an accelerant at the servo, went across the road, burnt down the dry cleaners. Destroyed
highly
destroyed my
flammable
suit.
anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of chemicals in there.
So it burns down. He then rings her and said, I burnt down your
so that cracked the case.
He's not good at crime, is he?
No, it's not a mystery.
It's not a mystery.
It's not a midsummer murder.
Allegedly, Craig's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
No. In fact, we can drop allegedly from this story because then he went around to her house and burnt her house down.
Oh, what? The dry cleaners was the same night or later?
Same night,
the same night.
Yeah, 4 hours, but on foot, blind, just going through the bush. And it burns her house down. This is the amazing part. You burn a business to the ground, destroy a woman's life and somebody's home, and could have,
And it's essentially kind of a stalking vibe because, it's because she broke up with him.
4 years. That is a grossly inadequate sentence for me. Because 4 years for that, and because he pled guilty early, he'll be out next year in May.
But he's not allowed near matches.
Well, he can never go to a dry cleaner.
I tell you what, though, to only spend that long incarcerated over doing that, and it's not only the crime. It's not only the crime; it's the potential of how bigger it could have been.
Yeah.
Well, what it says to me, that inadequate sentence is, but burn your enemy's house down.
That's what it says to you.
It's a green light for me. Let's remember the Buddha and the hot coal. Okay? Throw the hot coal
into the house. And then you'll get a nice 18-month holiday.
Exactly.
But
all inclusive.
Anyway, so Craig is ironically in a place probably working in a laundry.
Yes. And did you get any compensation for your
new
suit?
girlfriend now.
Her name's Bob.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Working from home when people aren't actually working from home.
What really goes on? If you want to own up to it yourself or you want to dob someone in, we don't mind.
Yeah, think about it. We could say, some people work from home for a few days, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to work home for the next 3 days. You could go to Bali.
Yeah.
We could.
Not tell
You
them.
roll it into your weekend, for sure.
And then work out one Zoom call a day. Just make sure that you're indoors in front of a blank wall.
Yeah. Does it matter if you're getting...
And just make sure you take the beads out of your hair.
Does it matter if you get up and go, righto, I need to do a certain amount of thing and I can just bang it out, be in Bali, right?
Yes.
Just get up early and just rip through it. And then next thing you know, you're out surfing and sitting on getting your hair braided. Does it matter?
I don't know, Sean. I don't know. We don't get to do it.
Well, let's talk to Gemma. Hello.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good,
Great,
Gem.
Gemma. Now, are you owning up to what you get up to when you're working from home, or are you going to dob someone else in?
No, guilty here.
Guilty. Okay,
I'm
even
so
better.
excited.
Gemma, you have the floor. Tell us what you do.
I was basically doing admin stuff. Anyway, I went to the Maldives because I couldn't get leave. So I took my laptop, took a suit jacket, and basically was using a green screen for all of the conferences I was in.
Yes.
While I'm sitting on a bed chair with my suit jacket and a pixelised background so no one could see where I am.
Oh, my God.
Amazing.
Maldives, Gemma.
Yes, until a sea
the
turtle
Deves.
walks past in the background.
Someone with a coconut.
People delivering cocktails, had my earpods in, no one knew anything else.
Hey, Gemma, did they ever find out?
No.
Are you still at that job, Gem?
No, I left.
Okay.
But yeah, no one knew.
Gem,
Amazing
so
work.
the work you had to get through and the calls that you had to be a part of, they went through without a hitch. You were able to get stuff done and look like you played the part of working at the business?
Yeah, pretty much. Half of the time I just left my laptop on so that it looked like I was doing stuff. and they could see how many hours I was on the laptop. And just basically had smashed through all the work that I needed to do on the flight on the way home.
Did you
hours.
during
any Zoom calls mention that, oh gosh, I forgot I've got a spray tan in 2 days? So it explains.
Come back looking so relaxed.
No, I did. So relaxed. I was like, the work clothes just, you know, perfect work clothes right now.
I love that you packed one suit jacket to go to the Maldives.
That's like
so
next
funny.
level. I'm going to the Maldives. I'm not going to Rottnest. I'm going to the Maldives.
Well done.
Gemma, that was really great. And I really love that you,
Thank you.
admitted to that.
Yeah, Katie, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Katie, talk to us about what the reality is of working from home for you.
Oh, a bit of washing kept on top of all the house stuff, that was for sure. So I never had to clean a house. Now that I don't work from home, it's a mess. But the post.
She's living in absolute pigsty.
That's a good thing, actually, Katie.
So how much of that day that you were home, how much did you devote to your actual job compared to how much you devoted to keeping the house clean?
Oh, well, a lot of work. You know, I was still, ducking back to the computer. But, the mailman, always got my post. The post, you never got the card.
You didn't miss a parcel delivery.
Didn't miss a parcel. And then one day the bailiff showed up looking for our neighbours, but came knocking on my door, and I was actually on a work call.
Yes.
And I was like, usually it's just a postie that I'm receiving.
Yes.
But one day it was the bailiff.
Oh, my God.
Look at all the wonderful people you're meeting.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, it's really exciting living here.
Being at home.
Well, you can get your stuff done. That's a good thing.
Never going to that day that we did the show, right?
Yes.
So and you were at home during COVID.
Yes.
And Natalie as well.
I did the show
I
did
did
COVID. Yeah.
Just the magic, that one day that I got to experience, the magic of finishing the show, taking our headphones off and then being at home.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No commute.
That's Hogwarts stuff.
Yeah.
No, but you're home by yourself.
I don't care, Sean. You
No, that's a
tell
win.
me all the
that's
time.
a win,
You tell me you want to be home by yourself.
We are discussing working from home, inspired by the guy from the Bureau of Meteorology, who turns out was doing his job from Austin, Texas, and that was not allowed.
Yeah.
He'd gone on a holiday.
Yeah.
We're still checking in, and they're like, no, we need you to be in the country.
Oh, they were saying it was snowing and stuff like that. So in the Northern
I
Hemisphere.
have to say, I love this song in the background. Yes. Hey, Nadia.
Hi.
Hi,
So,
Nadia.
working from home, it's a mythical creature to us.
Yes.
But we love hearing it when people aren't actually working from home. Is this you or someone else?
This is about me.
Okay, hit us up. What happened?
So I got a job kind of during COVID in 2021 when I was living in England.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a job working from home. I didn't have to go into the office.
Yes.
A few months after getting the job, we decided to move to Australia.
Yes.
And I told my the boss directly, who I reported to, I think I'm moving to Australia. She said, you know what, that's fine. Take the laptop and you continue to work from there.
What?
But she didn't tell anyone else.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I eventually, along the journey, she left the job, so I continued to work for a year and a half.
And no one knew.
Well, no one knew. So I was living in
It's like she
Australia.
never comes to the Christmas party.
Yeah, no. And then they started to do a reshuffle after she left and somebody else left, and they were like, we want everyone to come into the office. And they were like,
That's going to be a bit of a commute.
Yeah, isn't it just?
I was like, no, I can't. They were like, what are you doing in Australia? Who knew you were in Australia? How did you get to Australia? And, needless to say, they let me go, and I had to return the laptop.
Nadia, did you get 18 months out of this?
I got 18 months.
Can I
That's
just say,
amazing.
you are getting a standing ovation
I mean,
for that. That is
but
amazing.
also, you didn't do anything wrong.
She didn't. She let someone know.
You informed your supervisor. It's on them that the company didn't know, but good on you.
You informed someone.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, you weren't being sly or sneaky about
but
it.
everyone you work with must have gone, God, that Nadia's a snob.
Never comes to any
She never
functions.
wants to do anything.
Any
Jeanette's
dangerous.
birthday on Thursday. She
Yeah.
won't be there.
She won't put in for the present.
Oh, God,
It's terrible.
I got Nadia for the Secret Santa. We'll get nothing again this year.
Thanks, Nadia. Josh is in Secret Harbour. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Good,
good, Josh.
buddy. Okay, have you worked from home or are you dobbing someone else in?
No, I work from home yet.
Okay, talk us through it.
Yeah, so basically, one day I had to have a Zoom call with the people I work for, and it was a bit, how you doing? Because I wasn't home at the time, so I didn't quite know what to do because I had to really speak to them. So I got my partner to video call me, and she screen recorded a video record like on phone call when we were talking, and she just put the phone up to the Zoom call, and no one thought it was anything out of the ordinary.
So they thought you were there
the pre-recorded message.
Josh, you have completely gamed the system. Well done.
Yeah, they thought I was there and I was talking to them because I wasn't saying much. I was just like kind of nodding my head and just, yep, okay. So, yeah, they didn't really catch on to what was going on, and it kind of worked out perfectly.
It's lucky there were no follow-up questions, but yes,
Josh.
that's amazing.
Hey, Josh, what were you out doing? Was it a bit of fun?
Well, I don't know if I should be saying that over the radio.
Oh, were you on the job?
Yeah, mate. No, I was on the job, but I was actually out with the boys at the pub.
Out with the boys.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. I was going to say, otherwise, if he's on the job, Nathan, his girlfriend was at home. So that's really big trouble.
Good thinking.
Thanks, Josh.
Oh, that was great.
Sneaky.
Well, you know what? Congratulations to all of you. And
We're
anyone
jealous.
that works from home still, I mean, like, just give me some.
Yeah, a lot of people getting things done and having a good bloody time doing
Out
it.
with the boys.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Such a thrill.
Tom Gleeson.
Hi, Tom Gleeson.
Hey, Tom.
Thanks for having me back. It's great to be here. Did a show last night.
Did you?
And got heckled by an audience member. No. And at the end of my show, I always invite people to tell me what they didn't believe about the show. And someone yelled out, that you're 49. Which, could be an insult, could be a compliment.
Massive compliment.
How did you take it?
Well, I said to him, well, how old do you think I am? And then he went, 49. He was the most gutless heckler I've ever faced. Ever. He he had a shot and then just walked it straight back.
Yeah.
You don't respect that either.
No.
You don't respect that. We're talking about how
Go all in.
We're talking about how you're a lovely guy, but the thing I love about that is
Shut up, mate.
Yes, that. That's what I love about it. He's a lovely guy, but he's got the insult pistols ready to go. They're locked and loaded, and he's got the bullet just for you.
Yeah, good on you. Yeah, I'm really lovely. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Hey, Tom, I love the fact that the ABC have actually made a funny promo for your show.
Yes.
Where you're just riding your bike and everybody's screaming hard at you.
Yeah, that's based on my life. That's what happens.
Yeah.
I get people yell hard at me all the time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, I don't know, you could argue is a compliment. Yeah, especially early in the morning.
But when you're just trying to go about go to the post office and, go about your business.
Yeah, well, people may have seen the promo. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm trying to go about my holiday and people are yelling hard at me and it's and it is a good promo. And the reason it's a good promo is because our production company made it and the ABC didn't.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So we made it and we gifted it to the ABC and they said thank you and that's why it's the best promo they've ever had on air.
Well, surely they didn't pay for it. I'm sure there would have been.
No, they didn't. I'm paying for it with this tour.
Yeah.
Go and see him.
How many? Because you've been doing your Australia tour as well.
Yeah.
You're going to Adelaide. You've been Coffs Harbour.
I'm going to Adelaide. I've already. Some people think that I come to Perth just to warm up a show.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Not true.
Like international artists often start their world tour in Perth.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't. He comes over here and performs because he feels sorry for us.
That's right. It's a charity case. But international artists often come here. Often the musicians are reading the lyrics.
Yes.
Because I haven't learnt them yet.
Yeah.
Not me. I started this tour in Newcastle, in New South Wales, in June.
Yes.
That was the dirty cloth that I polished up this gold on.
Yes.
I'm here locked and loaded.
This
My show's ready to
so
go.
Polished, it's not funny.
It's beautiful. It's a 5-star turd ready to go.
Talking about 5-star, you are, I think we all agree, you're A-list. He's A-list.
Oh, yeah.
You're A-list
You're a gold
Australian.
Logie winner.
I'm as A-list as you can get without being papped.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the ABC, I'm pap-proof.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
So
That's true.
there's no paparazzi following me around because they, who's going to look at the picture, unless they try to get Daily Mail into retirement villages, no one cares.
Are you always hoping, though, so you're holding an interesting book and drink one of those green juices?
Yeah.
You know how they always and they're caught?
You've got your Stanley Cup ready to go.
I mean, if I get papped one day, it'll be mowing my lawn like Tracy Grimshaw when they used to get her mowing the lawn. I'm the right on.
So look at him. He's mowing his lawn.
So do you live any part of an A-list lifestyle? Because we know that, we know a lot of people, they lean into it, I'm sure Delta Goodrum, leans into it. What's your life like? What are your life choices? What are your life choices?
There's nothing to my life that's A-list, really. I mean, I've got lounge access at Virgin, but even that, But even that annoys me. I should be in the President's Lounge.
That's a point.
I go to the Virgin Lounge and it's selfie central, and not once does a staff member tap me on the shoulder and saying, come with us, there's a better room to go to.
Yeah, right.
And I've asked for it and they don't let me in.
No.
And it's annoying. And you know they let in backbenchers and senators. People who no
one's going to bother them.
They could go into general population. It will be fine.
Yes.
You know, they could be out at the terminal.
Yep.
Who cares?
Yeah.
We're on a flight. Remember, we're going to Canberra, right? To go and have dinner at the lodge with the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
We
the Prime
barely bring it
Minister,
up.
he could be out on the terminal. No one would care.
Getting food.
all of the backbenchers and all these politicians, they were losing their mind that we were actually having a private dinner. They said they've never been to the lodge and all that sort of stuff. So it's true. Why do they get Virgin access?
It's unbelievable. And I've seen them sneak into the door. There's a little sneaky door at the airport where you just sneak in.
Really?
Yeah.
And I tried it. I thought I might as well. You never know. I might have been given entry and I forgot.
Didn't know.
I tapped it. Didn't work.
Yep.
And,
He finds it hard.
Yeah, someone behind me said, getting a bit too big for your boots over your time. I'm like, piss off, mate.
Tom, all the shows we get to see you do on telly are fantastic, but would you rather do comedy and stand-up?
Oh, well,
than
it's fun.
Is there a...
Well, it's fun doing stand-up live because you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
I find. People say you can't say what you like anymore. But I found
you can.
Well, you can say whatever you like so long as you're prepared to live with the consequences.
Yeah, that's right.
And I am.
Yeah.
So I just say whatever.
You don't care.
One day someone's going to film a bit of the show and
You'll
I'll be
cancelled.
fired. And I don't care.
Louis C.K. is fine. Do you know what I mean? All that stuff he did.
You'll
and
get back out there.
His career is still
I
going
put it to you
gangbusters.
that I'm cancel-proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's the challenge.
Yeah.
I did read an article the other day, the suggestion that cancel culture will be cancelled soon.
Yeah.
What do you
Yes.
think?
Well, I think
Do you think we're getting too woke for our boots?
Well, Bill Cosby's touring. So I'm not joking. Bill Cosby is touring.
Prisons or not?
No, he's
that
out.
legit?
He's been touring a live show. Yeah,
And people are going.
people are going. Yeah.
Women aren't going, are they?
Oh, it's men only.
I was gonna say, you'd be covering your drink.
Yes, men only. Drinks covered.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
So Taylor Swift announced yesterday she's got an album dropping in April. It's going to be very exciting, called the Tortured Poets Department.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a funny name. I wonder where that came from. Well, we know, don't we?
Yeah, that was her ex. He used to be in a WhatsApp group with his mates and used to bitch about their girlfriends. We're guessing. It was called the Tortured Man Club. Hilarious. We wanted to know what apps names you're involved with in your group.
Hello, Sam.
Hello.
All right,
Sam.
What's your WhatsApp group called?
Our WhatsApp group called We Made Adults.
We made
Okay,
adults.
let's try and decipher that. We made adults. So you are
We made
mothers of older children?
I was thinking that they
all,
Oh, yeah, go.
they all turned 18 last year, so it was a celebration. We all made it.
Wow.
Mothers
I mean, that is
of
amazing.
Adults. As mothers of adults, how has the 18 years been? Did we go through unscathed? Or did we have a bit of a...
no.
Anyone have any... No? No? Yeah, right.
I think you haven't done it wrong if you've gone.
Yeah.
And
If
Sam,
you've gone through unscathed.
Yeah.
have you made adults that are like ready to move out of home? Are they skilled up and ready to go, or that you got them for the next 10 years still?
Oh, no, I made the best adult. She already moved out.
Well done.
Really? How can they...
know.
how can-
Independent 18.
Easy,
Are you
Sean.
listening to
How can you
this?
afford it?
When they're 14, you drive them down to the park and you tell them you'll be back.
It's just going to be horrible for the last 4 years of their life, and then they want to go.
Okay, so a lot of mothers are listening right now and fathers. So
Yes.
from 14 onwards, start just not showing them as much love and affection or making it uncomfortable for them. What's the best way?
Make them do their own washing,
Okay.
and then the next step is do your own lunch, and
Yes.
just preparing them to
Yes.
spread their wings.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, but the
Great work.
affordability, Sam, is the issue, I reckon. Oh, actually, my kids don't do anything anyway.
What are you
They're
talking
not
about, Sean?
spreading
It's
anything.
easy. What do you mean money at your house is easy? Just get it out of your wallet.
Yeah.
I don't know what crisis people are talking about.
Good on you, Sam. Thank
Crosses
you.
me, not
We
sleeping
made
every
adults. Good start. Jay's in Canning Vale. Hello.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, Jay.
Hey,
Jay.
Jay. What's the name of your WhatsApp group?
It's actually called Rendezvous at 2.
Rendezvous at 2.
All right, so that means that
Yeah.
you are like Natalie and Sean have been involved in the past. You are going to some grassed area and drinking booze openly in public.
Yes, that is somewhat correct. In a group of moms. If you're available at 2 o'clock, we go down to the local just before picking up the kids from school and have a glass of wine.
Do you just
Pre-pickup.
Do you just one off the wood and just have a
It kind of gets you in the
chat?
mood for the night.
It really
Gets you in
does.
the mood for the homework. Yeah, no, it's normally just a Wednesday and a Friday.
Rendezvous at 2.
Rendezvous at 2.
Just a quick chat.
How many mothers get involved with this rendezvous usually?
It's anywhere from about 5 to 10. It just depends on who's free.
Is there someone who's seems to be free a lot more than the others?
Definitely, I could be one of them.
Yeah, there's always a ringleader. I live with a ringleader. Yeah. Definitely. She's always available.
Jay, that's too good. And do you want to tell us where your local is?
The Bull Creek Tavern.
I love
down the Bully.
That's the old home ground for me there, Jay.
There you go. Good work, Jay.
Hi.
Rendezvous at 2.
Hi, Anne-Maria. Anne-Marie. Sorry.
Okay, what's your WhatsApp called?
Okay, I've got several, but the one I've got is when I started with my girlfriends from high school. So we've been friends since we were 13, and we were planning our 50th. So one of the girls decided to call the first WhatsApp group the Tenor Ladies, T-E-N-A.
As in
incontinence pads.
Yes.
The tenor
We
pads.
thought that was pretty horrendous. So we were the Tenor Ladies for quite a while.
Yeah.
Then I was listening to a podcast with Mia Friedman from Mamma Mia out loud, and they were talking about, so we renamed it the OMV Club, which is outside my vagina. So anything that's either been in or out, as in husbands or children, aren't allowed in our group. So I can't take credit for it.
You can't take credit for it, but it's solid.
Outside my vagina.
So if you've been in it or out of it, you're not part of this.
Welcome.
I'm sorry, I see merch in your future.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
What girl doesn't wear an IMV shirt?
Yeah, that's too good.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.